Now what we're looking to do is to change the pupil here, the iris here, to move it over here so we have similar catch lights. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this iris and just the iris. So I'm going to get my brush so it's a little bit bigger than that area. And I'm going to change the feathering of my brush. So I want it to say medium hardness. 100%, 100%. I'm on black as my foreground color. And I tap the Q to put myself in quick mask mode. So now when I tap this here and I push on it a little bit, I get that. Q key, edit, copy merged, Command V to paste, and I'll get that up here. Now I get the V key to move, and now I'm going to move this. And if your movement of this seems a little bit like it's jaggedy or it's moving in sections rather than smooth, just go into the view menu, make sure snap is off, and it should move a lot smoother. So let's take the opacity down on this, and let's try to line this up. So it looks alright. Now if I get the V key, I can move it left, move it right, move it up and move it down in small increments. And if that's pretty close, I'll go up with my opacity, get a mask in place, get a brush, paint with black, and I'll get a little bit smaller brush, hitting my left bracket key. And I can go around the iris and get it just so the new iris is peeking through. Now it's a little bit oblong, so I'm going to go back to my regular pixel layer, V key. I'm going to move this. And I can see that I'm still getting a lot of whites. As a matter of fact, I can move this right down to here. And I can mask this down here. So I can pretty much take out the areas that I want to take out. If I'm just concerned with this area here, I can switch now to white on the mask, and now I'm just expanding that area out a little bit more. And now I get the V key, and we can take this and move this up into place. And we're going to retouch these small little parts of the catch light here. So I'm not really worried about those at this phase. I mean, I'm looking at basically, do I have good pupils and good irises on either side? And I might want to just take this, move this a little bit this way. There. So we're now going to just retouch the parts of the iris here, these little spots here. So we'll get a new layer above this, and we'll just call this retouch iris, and this will be new iris. And here we'll go in a little bit closer, and I will use my clone stamp tool by tapping the S key. And I'll get a little bit lighter brush, 50%, maybe 25% opacity, and option click here and start painting this away. being mindful, I'm not going to go too far. I don't mind a little bit of an indication of it. I'm not looking for it to necessarily go away entirely. Take care of these two things, generally speaking. There. Now we can go over to this eye, and I can option click and start to finesse this in. One thing to remember when you're doing a lot of this retouching is that you know where this started. You know how far it's gone or what it looked like at the very beginning, and someone else is just looking at this for the first time. That doesn't have that advantage. So it's good to be hard on yourself. Certainly, you want to be hard on yourself as far as being able to get a good retouch. And I'll just try to extend this darkness a little bit more. Under there. And we're going to add, and actually I'll probably go through right now and option click. Get a little bit more aggressive brush, option click in here, and really try to make sure that this is as neat as possible. Just running those out, and let's go to the side and do the same thing over here, option click. And now what we'll do in the last phase is, in the next movie, we will actually go through and add the new catch lights to our new eye.